Hello, Internet, and thank you very much for tuning in to the Cloud Native FM podcast. You are watching Cloud Native Wisdom. And today we're talking about Service Mesh with one of my friend, 𝗙𝗏, who is a principal technical consultant lead at a head company. So Faisal, my first question for you, is Service Mesh still relevant today?
Yeah, I mean, I think talking to my customers and trying to figure out, how to help support them in their cloud native and microservices journey is pretty relevant. Currently, I think standing at around $2 billion in market, and we're seeing a projected growth rate in double digits, right? So I think as organizations start to build their cloud native and microservices journey, service mesh continues to be relevant. And it's not going away. If anything, it continues to gain momentum.
Another question for you is like we have so many version or distribution of the service mesh. Is like Linkerd, Istio, Consul, Kong has their own version as 𝗙𝗂𝗲. I think there's 2021 version available in the market right now. So if I ask you from your experience, which one is more adopted compared to the other, which one it is?
Yeah, I think for me personally, since we're both tied to Cloud Native Computing Foundation and a lot of emphasis and focus on open source, I think anything that is back with open source community, like an Istio-based implementation, is always appreciated. But you're right, there's Kong out there, there's Linkerd out there with their own implementation. There's Istio and Solo's own implementation of 𝗙𝗏𝗀 on top of it as a commercial project. There's HashiCorp Consul, which is relevant in some circles, especially in their very large scale enterprise customers. But I think when customers are looking at a service mesh solution, the evaluation criteria can be slightly native to their own use cases. You're looking at control plane, data plane, customers looking for lower complexity. Definitely if a and service mesh is an infrastructure layer component, right? So from a platform engineering perspective, any service mesh solution that favors meshes that snap into your IDP, golden paths, so teams can do encryption, policy by default, etc. I think a lot of these solutions are out there, but Istio, Linkerd seems to be leading the way, along with I think Isovalent is very much relevant as well.
Awesome, absolutely. Thank you very much for sharing your insight, Faisal. I think like if Istio is one of those that has actually been coming from the very enterprising need from the Google, IBM, Red Hat. So the bunch of players actually added so much into it. And I think that's where the service mesh wave started back in the days. But thank you very much for sharing your insight. You're watching Cloud Native Wisdom short video series on Cloud Native FM. We'll be meeting you again with another question with another guest. Bye-bye, everyone.